with Poe and Munro.
Everybody changes. What is that? What is everyone oh, maybe we'll...
Maybe we should have a safe word.
If you're worried.
I'm worried I won't like it.
Then we should definitely have one. What do you think, Miss Baratsky?
It's Madame.
I'm sorry, Madame Baratsky.
What's happening?
You must feel relaxed. So
Oh.
if a safe word would help, then yes.
What should it be?
Creepy clown.
Clown. Thanks, Raspy.
Raspy?
It has
That's what Poe calls him.
It's how he talks. Places, everyone.
Could you turn up a little bit?
Here?
And we're live in 3, 2... Welcome back. As promised, listeners, we have a special treat for you tonight. Madame Baratsky is a past life regression therapist who claims to have helped hundreds of clients discover their previous selves, from ancient Egyptian concubines to Cold War spies. Welcome, Madame Baratsky.
Thank you for having me.
And of course, it wouldn't be our show without my better and more beautiful half. Say hello, Munro.
Hello, Munro.
Munro has bravely volunteered to be put to sleep by Madame Baratsky this evening.
You make it sound like euthanasia.
She's going to wake you up again. Aren't you?
What?
Of course.
Remind me again why you couldn't do it, Poe?
Because I'm disgusting.
In just a moment, Madame Baratsky will put Munro into a trance.
I prefer hypnotic state.
Into a hypnotic state. And we'll ask her to describe what she sees. Later on, we'll be taking your calls. Have you lived before? Do you remember any past lives? Or is it all just a money-making racket? Let us know. Munro,
Yes, Poe?
are you ready to meet your past self?
I was born ready.
Let's hope you were reborn ready. Madame Baratsky, take it away.
Now, Miss Munro, please relax. Close your eyes and focus on the sound of my voice. Listen to nothing else but my voice.
Madame Baratsky has started the regression process.
Focus on your arms. Feel how heavy they are. Feel them sink into the chair and pull you into the deep, deep dark. Let the darkness consume you. Good. She is fully relaxed and suggestible.
Oh, suggestible.
Now you have crossed into a life you have lived before. Do you remember who you are?
Yes.
Munro says she can remember a previous life.
Shh.
Do not rush. Let the world come to you. Let it reveal itself to you. Let the world envelop you. Step into the world and become your former self.
I wish past life regression was like something I believed in. Because it seems neat,
Now
but I just
tell
don't
me
feel
what you
it.
see.
Yeah. This is making me more sleepy.
No, don't regress.
I'm like, wow, this is so relaxing.
Wait, are you going to regress too with her?
Yeah. Oh, I should do that. That'd
Okay.
Be, yeah.
You know what? Just go to sleep and
Yeah,
I'll let you know.
just take a nap. No, this is reminding me of like at the end.
Oh,
Dr.
what?
Decker. Wait.
Is she Dr. Decker in a past life? Ooh. That's like some mom jeans butt. So we're regressing into Dr. Decker? What?
I'm Elizabeth. That's what you were going to ask, isn't it?
What? Look at these paintings in the
Yeah.
back. It looks like there's people like trapped in them.
That actually looks like Poe and Munro on one side and Violet on the other.
That's a really good observation. This is cool. I don't know. Yeah, well, the chat's going crazy. See if there's anything to click. I think it's really cool that they did this.
Being right. It's a gift and a burden.
Do you
Where's
think
Dr. Decker?
Do you think she's playing herself like in a previous life, like the person she used to be, and then she like, you know, changed her style, or is this just her in an alternate dimension, or what?
I don't
Like
know.
an alternate version of herself in another.
I kind of want to hear her talk more before I.
He's gone sailing. Weird. I've been coming here for months, and I don't really know anything about him. What did he tell you about me?
Weird.
Knife. He
Knife.
told me
I'm not
knife.
violent. Don't know why you'd think that.
Yeah, you are.
Let's play a game, Doctor.
Okay.
You're very accommodating for a therapist. You think of something, and I'll get it.
That.
You're thinking about waves, like the ocean. Don't say anything. I mean, you haven't said anything since you arrived. Do you believe me now? That I can read your mind?
So this is an excerpt from the game Dr. Decker, which we did a playthrough of, and it's about being trying to figure out this. How
She wasn't in that game.
Yeah,
right?
I'm just saying that this is like a reference.
Oh, yeah.
And we're trying to figure out what's going on.
I guess I didn't want people to think that this was actually in the other game. So
It's on theme, though, from the themes of that game. So it seems as if,
it's even the same couch.
you know, we're watching her from a parallel dimension or the time. I don't know. But
Good. You believe me? I lose a lot of friends right about now. Something happened at work. The dry cleaner's in town. I can't switch it off. As soon as I lock eyes with a person, I get their thoughts.
you know, what's interesting about this game is that, I don't know, this isn't really something important, but all the actors' eyes, pupils are like really big, despite them sometimes looking into lights and stuff. I don't know. That kind of weirds me out. I don't know why.
It's like tuning a radio. If I look at someone, I hear their thoughts.
I will say that usually their light sources are coming from the side,
Anyway,
but
there's this guy who walks in with a suit. It's got a stain on the trousers near the zipper. And all he's thinking when he drops them off is, Sharon can't pick these up, Sharon can't pick these up. So he starts screaming at me that he needs the hour service or he'll have me fired. So I call the manager. I guess Sharon, who he doesn't want to pick them up, is his wife or girlfriend? Either way, he clearly doesn't want her to see the stain. But Sharon is also the name of my manager. I call Sharon over anyway.
Yeah, you knew.
Sharon! Sharon!
Look at this little...
This guy's face is a picture, but he's holding it together. Sharon comes over preoccupied. She's thinking about the washing machines. She is the manager, so she normally does that, but this time was different. She was thinking about Nisha. spinning away in one of them.
What?
Huh, I have a question. Look at me.
What?
I was looking at your pupil size.
Oh.
Because, like, theirs don't really strike me as being that big, but...
Well, how big are my pupils?
I don't know.
There's only one. I
Not
feel
as
like
big as-
yours are smaller than theirs. Or maybe it's because the camera's so close to their eyes. I'm just not used to...
I think that also, though, like, in most of these scenes, like, the room itself is dark and they're getting light from the side.
It does add to a sense of eeriness for me.
I gotta be honest, like, I wouldn't have noticed at all because they looked very normal, but I don't really
Dry
look at
cleaning
people's
machines
eyes.
are big. You can fit someone in quite easily. You could probably fit a small person into a normal washing machine, actually, if they really tried. Anyway, the store manager hears shouting and comes over. The customer, let's call him Ed, says that we shouldn't be advertising something we can't deliver. Says he's a lawyer and he'll sue us. The store manager, whose name I intentionally forget, says he'll sort it out. Shaman, in the meantime, has gone ashen. I lock onto Shaman's eyes, and I see it again. Nisha, spinning away in a machine. At this point, I'm guessing Sharon has a fantasy about killing her? Ed finally gives in, throws his suit at me, and leaves. The manager looks at me and says, "Can you work your magic hands over his trousers?" He's thinking of me topless, in a
Ew.
hot tub,
No.
but with way bigger breasts.
Wait, who thinks this
And
about humans around
Some other
themselves?
things I'd rather not remember. Knowing people's thoughts eats your soul.
You've never looked at a person and thought about what they look like naked?
I've thought about that about people that I don't interact with in real life.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm like working with somebody, I'm too busy thinking about other things.
Yeah, I think...
Not that it's bad, but like having such an in-depth fantasy as you're talking to someone, that seems distracting.
Yeah, I think that some people are just kind of like, you know, I think what they're specifically hinting at with that, though, is because it's like her boss,
Mm-hmm.
that they're kind of like a skis ball.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I don't know if most people, like, walk around and think that sort of stuff about, like, because I don't, like, usually if I'm working with somebody, like, it's impossible for me to find them attractive because I'm just working.
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm working with somebody or interacting with a person, I'm thinking about too many other things. But if I'm just like by myself looking at pics of somebody, I can like enter that mode, but I don't know.
Haley Snaley says, like, I mean, I guess that's pretty consistent with my experiences being around men when they think it's only men around.
That's kind of true. Let's see. I'm gonna pick sexy pick.
Fine. I guess I painted the picture you might as well think it. Thanks for letting me wear a bra, though. They're still too big. Anyway, I take
Okay,
it
well
round
now
back
I
to
have
start
to think
working
about
on
it because you brought it up.
And that's when I see her. Nisha. Like a ragdoll in a hurricane. Just spinning inside this big machine. Her face smashing against glass and metal. Blood pouring out of every opening. She's a mess.
Can you see any jewelry? A ring, maybe?
Yes. A ring.
Good. I need you to get it for me. Do you understand?
I understand.
I love how different all of these episodes are.
Yeah.
It's like X-Files.
Well, this is fascinating, August. We'll be back with
But
more of
this guy
Munro's
sucks.
past life in just a moment. What's going on?
I'm helping Ellis uncover her past.
Why does she need to get this ring?
Oh, it's just a technique I use.
Why-
I think you should bring her back now.
It would be dangerous at this point.
Then do it at whatever point it won't be.
Quiet. I'm trying to concentrate.
Why is he getting upset?
Maybe because it's been a while and he's worried about her. That was how I interpreted that.
I felt like it was more he didn't want her to figure something out or something. I don't know.
But I also view the woman with a lot more suspicion, to be honest.
I think everybody in this game are weirdos, so
Yeah.
anyone at any moment can just like really just do whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about the way she was like, oh, she's suggestible now. No, I can't bring her back. Bleh. And I'm like, that's kind of creepy.
I think they're all just weirdos. Who knows what can happen? What do you mean?
Washing machine.
You want to click on that?
They closed down the store for a while so the real cleaners could come in. They got rid of all the blood. It wasn't just blood. Her skull had split open and was
Oh, no.
grating against the metal drum. Some of her teeth. Sorry, Doctor. What did you want to know?
So, wait. This was a washing machine or a dryer. Do you remember?
It was a washing machine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dry cleaning machines have huge locks. There's no way of shutting yourself in. You really have to get a friend to help. Or manager. Berg. Perchloroethylene. It's what they use in dry cleaning machines. But Nisha didn't drown. The spin cycle broke her spinal cord, so she was paralyzed for a few minutes while her face mashed into everything.
Oh, no.
Shock probably got her first.
That is really gruesome.
It's kind of metal though.
Ah.
Cool.
That reminds me of that Misfits episode where the guy who can't die, like the guy paralyzes him because he's like, oh, well, if you like keep coming back to life, then I'll just paralyze you. So now you're stuck and you can't like regenerate yourself.
Oh, is that the one where he had milk?
Yeah.
He had the
cheese
power of
powers. Yeah. He had milk powers and he was, the cheese man gives him brain damage and he was just like really mad that all he could do was milk or something.
No, because everyone had powers, and
like,
so he
cool
like
stuff.
showed people he had milk powers. And then everyone came out as having powers, and he was jealous that everyone else's powers were cooler than his milk powers.
Yeah.
So they all ate pizza one day.
Yeah, and he
He killed them with milk.
well the cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah.
And so he gave one of them brain damage, and then he tries to kill this one dude who is the one time traveler, but he's like, I'm lactose intolerant. I didn't have the pizza. And so he goes back in time and kills him.
That show was so good. That is
I
a
love
very
it.
underrated show if you haven't seen it.
I love it because they kind of hint that one day they'll be superheroes, and they just never do.
No,
They just stay shitty people.
they're just shitheads the whole time.
They're like, what if we put all these people who have court-ordered community service, what if we gave them all superpowers? Will they become heroes? No.
yeah.
They won't. They'll just be shitlords.
And they're not even like, it's not even like superpowers. It's more like it fulfills like the wish that you have, but maybe the wish wasn't such a good wish. Maybe you didn't want to actually have that power.
Yeah, because some of it's like kind of creepy. So if you want to watch that show, just be warned. one of the female characters gets the power to just fuck whoever she wants. And then she realizes that that's probably the worst thing ever. So
Yeah, it's like I think she has the power to like make any person like very strongly desire her to the point where it kind of like is creepy.
and then she realizes that she has not been getting consent from people. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
Sharon's fingerprints were the only ones on the machine. Actually, hers and Nisha's. The police thought she'd struggled against the machine trying to fight Sharon. Nobody heard anything though. Sharon's in a psychiatric hospital now. They arrested Sharon for Nisha's murder. Sentenced to 18 years. One for each of Nisha's. Is that enough? Maybe murder should be punishable by death.
So she has a ring on, and I'm trying to figure out if it's the same ring that the therapist is wearing.
Let's see. Let's try to take a closer look.
Man.
Yeah, you're right. It does look very similar.
Yeah.
Let's,
Those are some seriously mom jeans.
They're very in right now and in the 90s.
I hate them.
No, they're very in right now.
I don't
think
hate
she
them.
looks nice.
I don't hate them for other people, but they are just, depending on your body type, they're just not flattering.
I think they look nice on her.
We
have different standards. It's
yeah.
okay.
Well, it's also like it depends on like whether jeans fit well depends on like hip waist ratio and like what fit is going to fit you best. So,
I think they look cool. I think they're the edge of style.
I guess I mean like I'm not going to wear jeans that aren't stretchy because they're not going to fit me well.
Yeah.
You know?
It's very in right now to wear mom jeans. I see all the young people wearing mom jeans. I support it.
So
People
uncomfortable.
don't change, do they?
They wear them
They just
big,
get
so they're
worse.
baggy.
Sharon's fingerprints were all over the machines. And her husband was having sex with Nisha. That's all the jury needed. Nobody saw her do it though. She just didn't have a good enough lawyer.
Are you saying that you don't think she did
People
it?
with money get away with murder all the time though. Don't they?
That's bullshit that she murdered Nisha. Nisha was 18 years old.
Yeah, wait.
Did we just breeze past that point? She said that she got 18 years in prison, 1 year for each of Nisha's. She killed a teenager.
First of all, her husband was... Nobody just fucks an 18-year-old. You gotta groom him for a few years. And, like, bleh. Like, and then the poor... What's with all these stories where the poor innocent child who gets wrapped up in some couple fucked up shit gets blamed for it and then murdered? If you're gonna kill somebody in an affair, you kill your spouse.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for subscribing. LMAO, no. Why did I pop this on,
on this convo?
Thank you for subscribing. It really helps with channel costs and materials and everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Adamant.
Yeah, like...
No, you always kill your spouse.
Exactly. All right, the other person that your spouse is cheating on you with, depending on how much they know of you and stuff like that, they might not even know anything at all. It's not really their fault, unless they're like, I'm fully aware of what's going on, blah, 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 blah. Or...
Well, then they can still be a shithead, but...
No, I'm saying that they are shithead if they know everything.
If you let me finish my sentence, I was going to say, oh my God, thank you. Jonathan Green, I really love and appreciate your YouTube videos and these streams, though this is my first one live. This is just a donation to show my appreciation and help out. I know these times are hard for everybody, and this is one way I can help my faves. Thank you so much.
We really appreciate the $50. It helps a lot with
Especially-
everything, and especially in these times, and we appreciate it, and we also understand the value of your money and everyone else's subscriptions too. Thank you so much.
Thank you for helping support our conversations about murdering your spouse.
Yes. Anyway, continue what you were saying.
Oh, I was going to say, I still put more of the blame. Like, if you're the other person in a relationship, I would always put more blame on the SO than the
person.
Than the person outside the relationship. Yeah.
What we're saying is, if you are mad at somebody and you must kill someone, kill your significant other, because they're the ones who broke the promise to you.
Mm-hmm.
The other person, if you can, spare their life. If you need to kill both, I mean, that's your business.
Mm-hmm.
If you you got to do what is good for your emotions. So just, if it's either or, kill your spouse. If you have to kill both, I mean,
Exactly. The person outside doesn't owe you. Your spouse was the one who broke your trust. You guys give the best advice. Aw, thank you.
Remember, only lie to commit crimes. Only pretend to be stupid to commit crimes. And if you must kill someone, be the one who kill the people who are closest to you.
No, just kill the spouse. To be honest, whenever I've been in that situation, I've never been mad at the other person. I was always mad at the person I was in the relationship with.
Yeah,
Evie, I choose you. Thank you for these clear-cut guidelines for who to murder.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
It's easy. See, some things in life are complicated. Like gender, that's a whole spectrum. Murder, there's clear rules for who is and is not okay to kill. 18-year-olds that your husband cheated on you with, they're their own thing. Kill the spouse. Thank you, Evie. I choose you for all the bits that you've been giving us lately.
And thank you, Jonathan Green, for the donation.
And thank you,
Adamant
for subscribing just a little bit ago and being subscribed for 8 months. And everyone else who has subscribed today. Thank you.
Is there anything rich people can't buy?
No, that's true.
I did see Sharon once after the trial. She didn't talk. But in her head, all I could see was Nisha going round and round. Her mind was literally stuck like a broken record.
Hey, you don't know if she was just reliving it with glee, She's just thinking it was worth it. It was worth it. You don't know if she feels guilty. Maybe she's just really happy.
I mean,
I watched the trial.
Go ahead. Sorry.
It's okay.
Not many people made eye contact with me, but Sharon did. She wanted to die. Really die. I don't think she killed Nisha.
All right, what were you saying?
What if her husband did it?
Oh, yeah.
Because then it's
It was a little weird. Well, he seemed like he didn't want Sharon to come over. Oh, yeah, we gotta keep an eye out for the ring.
Sharon's defense. She said Jared killed Nisha. The Umbrella Man.
The Umbrella Man?
Was the Umbrella Man?
Jared's the Umbrella Man. It's a nickname. We were on a works do and it started raining, and then Jared pulls out this tiny umbrella out of nowhere and then gets handsy with any girl stupid enough to duck under it.
Ugh.
Hence, Umbrella Man.
These stories are always what?
Nisha worked for Sharon as a housemaid. That's how she met the husband.
This is even worse.
It's so cliche. Nisha was desperate for money, and he was desperate for attention.
Oh my god!
Ugh.
This poor woman.
Nisha was good at cleaning. What can I say? Often I'd go to the back of the machines to hoover the lint trays out, and Nisha was there with Jared, hoovering away already.
Oh no.
I never told anyone this, but Nisha charged Sharon's husband for sex. I mean, she said she would have done it anyway, but since there was a chance of getting paid... I don't think Sharon knew. Would you pay someone to have sex with you, Doctor?
You know,
Maybe.
I can't hate her for act dumb, get the coin.
Exactly.
I can't really.
So, not that I'm encouraging anyone to have sex for money. Don't do whatever you think is best for you. But when I was a teenager, my friend was like, she was like going on like some feminist teenage girl rant. And she was like, I would rather have sex for money than give a boy a blowjob just in hopes that he would like me. And I was like, yeah. Why give someone a sexual favor just in the bare hope that he would like me? When there's people who just get paid to do it. Like, what? You know? I don't know. And ever since then, I've been like, yeah. Yeah! And everyone's like, wow, yes.
I'm not offering. I just like throwing out the occasional risque question and then reading people's minds. You get the truth that way.
My vote is that you don't actually do unreciprocated favors until you know that you're on equal footing.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. I'm trying to think if I would have sex with somebody. No, if I would pay someone for sex. Maybe. I don't know. I think the whole time I would be worried, like, do they really want to do this? Or are they just doing it because I'm their client?
They would be doing it because you're the client, because you're paying them. It's kind of like your therapist wouldn't just sit there and listen to you bitch and whine if you weren't paying them to do it.
That's true.
But not like I'm saying that makes it like bad, but I think that for somebody like me, I would have a hard time with it because a lot of like the satisfaction that I get out of like being with somebody is knowing that they really like me. So I think if I didn't have that, I would just feel really insecure.
Yeah,
You know?
if I paid someone to have sex with me, I want to know that I'm doing things for them that they like. And then I'll be like, do you like this? And they'll be like, yes, of course I like it. I'm like, do you? I want to make you feel good. But whatever. R.I.P.
Nisha kissed me once, so...
Okay.
I slapped her.
I'm like...
So let's talk about that slap, ma'am.
She kissed me. It was assault. Don't judge me, Doctor. Do you know how hard it is to have a relationship when you know exactly what the other person is thinking? Everyone says they want total honesty and truth. They're lying.
Okay.
Nisha was asking for it, wasn't she? I mean, if your partner's cheating on you, you murder their fling, right?
No.
What?
We just went over this. Listen, lady, we already covered this. If your partner's cheating on you, you murder your partner, obviously.
Yes.
We already cleared this up. The chat, they get it.
Yeah. Also, I think it's interesting that she called it assault and then she followed it up with, it's hard to be with somebody when you know everything they're thinking. Because at first I was like, huh? But then I was like, oh, she knows her intentions completely. And also, you know, we don't know the context of the kiss. Was it under what kind of pretenses it was? You know? So.
Yeah. Hon, I just want to clear something up really quick, though. I have nothing against, like, people paying for sex or being paid for it. I think it's all totally fine as long as it's not supporting anything bad, you know? Like trafficking and stuff, but that's a totally separate point. I just meant like for me, I don't know that I would get the satisfaction out of it that I would want.
I think I would have sex with somebody for money. I would do that.
Mm-hmm.
If it was like enough, I'd be like, yeah, okay. But I don't think I'd pay someone for sex simply because of what we just discussed.
Yeah, I need the love.
Doctor, you'd recommend I'd kill someone?
Yeah, but...
I'm pretty sure that's not in the rulebook.
Okay.
I think Jared killed Nisha. What did Nisha think about? Nisha thought about Jared a lot. She hated him, but she also wanted to sleep with him at the same time.
Understandable.
It's pretty common.
Yeah, it's pretty common.
I'm sure there's an interesting scientific term for it.
It's called hate fucking. That's the scientific term. I hate you, but I also want to make you orgasm so hard that now you are in submission to me. Because I am the powerful one and you have lost this game of sex.
Yeah. Angry sex. Or anger sex. I'd probably take either right now.
Umbrella Man.
I told you about the Umbrella Man. She hated him. But in a lady doth protest too much kind of way.
I hate that term.
Maybe he killed her. I saw Nisha's body in the machine. Her eyes were still open, crying blood. But I looked into them and there was peace. Nothing else. Just peace.
I think you saw death. Oh, tea. Are you ready to spill that tea?
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say?
I like how they have interpreted this interface for simplicity rather than all the typing of Dr. Decker.
Yeah, it would be hard for people who had not played Dr. Decker to get accustomed to a new thing.
I'm allergic to nuts. Is this definitely normal milk?
What the fuck?
Banana or star eyes? I don't know.
It's banana milk. Okay then.
Okay, here's the ring.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Oh.
Munro. She's dying.
Only in one of her lives.
What?
Her previous self is dying. Miss Munro is perfectly fine.
God damn it, make it stop!
That seems kind of
You can go in
upsetting.
after her. Just sit down, please.
Inception.
How can I go in after her? I'd have to get in her brain.
I'm very good at what I do.
They are wearing the same ring. It does look very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep.
Oh, she's like a witch or something.
Yeah, there's something weird here, right?
She's a witch and she found a fellow witch and she's trying to awaken
There's
her
a good
witchness.
boy.
So she was wearing 90s clothes. So I'm wondering, did Dr. Decker take place in the 90s or what? Because she was wearing 90s clothes and she's like, oh, this is my previous life. So I don't know. I was just trying to think about how it would make sense. Oh, what's this?
You want to see my ring? What? Don't remember wearing one. Shall I take it off?
Maybe it's her totem. Alright, I can't take it
Yeah,
anymore.
Maybe later.
I don't know why it does this every single time. Thank you for the bits, Tears Cassie. First time giving bits. Is it okay to have my first time with you guys?
Aw,
Oh,
that's so sweet.
It's the
Thank you.
cutest thing. Thank you for giving us your bits virginity. That seems kind of creepy to say.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your first time with us. Maybe the ring is like her totem. And that's why she said, "Do you see a ring?" So that like that's somehow her guide to get back. Or maybe since she has powers in this previous life, she's trying to awaken those powers and have her join her witch coven.
giving someone your bits is actually how most people lose their virginity.
Jared, the Umbrella Man. He's weird, like a spider.
What?
Sharon ducked under his umbrella that time, and his hands slithered around her body and kind of rested under her breast. Everyone knew he was touching it, and Sharon just gave a weak smile and wriggled away. I tried to read his mind, but it was like a stereogram. His facial expression didn't change. Nothing. It was like he was wrapping his arms around his prey. He didn't seem to be particularly enjoying touching her breast, just for science. Jared's mind was a mess of coloured dots that didn't make any sense. I never knew what he was thinking, ever. There's only one other person I know that's like that.
So, it being a mess of colored dots, do you think that circles back to the weird thingy we see between scenes? The colors? Like, she's seeing what we see when we switch between episodes and stuff?
Yeah, maybe.
Yep. Dr. Decker.
Oh yeah, because Dr.
His
Decker
mind's
was
also mush. I actually came here today to tell him that I don't want any more sessions. He creeps me out.
So that's really interesting because we know for a fact that Dr. Decker was affected by a cosmic entity. I'll say that. Like, that's the easiest way I can say it. So maybe this episode is kind of saying, hey, these are all connected. That weird blob thing, she can see it in the people's minds of people who've been affected by it. And I think that's kind of a cool little tie-in to a shared universe's rules.
Jared quit after the murder. Well, so did I, to be fair. Well, I've kind of quit everything now. You can't just think of a question mark. If you've got a question, let me have it. People get like this. Flustered when I can read their mind. Cat. I agree. Cat. I already said that Jared killed Nisha. Or something did. Do you believe in the supernatural?
So he was possessed and killed Nisha? Is that what we're meant to take away from it? Kind of like in Dr. Decker, how it was like people... Remember there was like a couple stories about people being like possessed and they would do weird things?
Yeah. So if Dr. Decker and Jared shared the same cosmic brain mush, as someone in the chat put it, then yeah, he might have killed her for Cthulhu reasons.
Cthulhu reasons.
Jared killed Nisha. I don't think I'm safe here.
And everybody who had powers...
I saw it happen. But I couldn't tell the police. They were in the back room. Jared and Nisha. They were kissing. And then she opened the door to the machine. She just got in. And Jared, he shut it. He didn't have fingers. He had... I can't. And the kiss. His tongue. It was a giant worm.
Ooh.
And it just slithered from his mouth into hers. I tried to catch Nisha's eye. But it wasn't her. It took her over so quickly.
What?
Its thoughts. I've seen. Doctor, I'm sorry, I need to go. I'm being ripped. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh.
Sorry.
That was cool.
She's like, girl, he's dead now. Let's escape
Yeah,
together.
let's get out of here. I'm way hotter.
In an hour, you'll wake, as if from some deep sleep.
And
And
you'll
you will not
die.
And I'll be gone.
Well, maybe she was just collecting information.
Yeah.
Don't. What are you going to do to him? Okay. She's just robbing him. That's fine.
Robbing both of them.
Yeah, as long as you're
Yeah, she'll
robbing
cover it.
people, it's okay.
Wow.
See myself out.
Wait, you don't need everything. Just take the cash. You can't use anything else. That's their driver's license.
No, she can steal their identities.
Oh, okay.
Gosh, you're thinking so small.
I just didn't know if she had the resources to steal their identities. I mean, wouldn't that make it easy for them to find her again if she...
On that note,
know?
here's a message from our sponsor that you're sure to enjoy.
You could sell their
Please,
IDs.
looking for Miss Baratsky. It's a
Not
shame
that,
she
you know.
stick around.
Was she
But don't
even
do that.
licensed?
She came highly recommended.
From who?
Herself, when she knocked on the door yesterday morning.
You let a complete stranger take over my body?
I didn't know what she was going to do.
I feel so violated. I can't even tell our listeners.
You're literally
You were
telling
robbed.
them right
She literally
now.
took my wallet and your purse.
I know. That was everything I had.
And that wasn't all she took.
What else is gone?
My adoption papers.
What?
My adoption papers are missing.
I didn't know you were adopted.
Well, I am. I'm not ashamed to say it.
Sorry, Poe, I wasn't suggesting that.
It's unsettling when someone takes something so personal.
Just who does she think she is?
A past lives travel agent who robbed us whilst we were dreaming.
But it wasn't a dream. You were there. You and me.
Yes, just like Wizard of Oz. Maybe the reason the people looked familiar is because you made it all up yourself.
So, are we dreaming now or is this real? I can't tell anymore.
Want me to give you a squeeze?
No, this is real.
How can you be so sure?
Because in my dreams you're much more of a charmer.
And richer, I'd imagine.
Too soon, Poe. Too soon.
For what?
Too soon because their wallets are gone.
Oh,
Next time on Dark Nights with Poe and Munro. You're live on air, Line 1.
There was an animal in the road, howling, like a wolf.
He said it was a hairy animal,
Size of a man.
and the moon was full. We're going werewolf hunting.
I'm Casper Light. You have to stay away from Wolf Lane. I'm sorry. You have no idea what's at stake.
Dark Nights.
With Poe
This
and
is
Munro.
so goofy. Wolf Lane, looking for werewolves on Wolf Lane. Oh my god.
that was a really cool episode. I liked it. I like that each one is just really different from the last. This is hilarious.